Hi everyone, a quick video to show you a new tool which can be really helpful to plan our flights. It's available for free on Alpsfreeride.com. From the homepage you go on link and then you click on the third one called Airspace Viewer and Flight Planner, and then it will open a map for you. So from there, let's go through some cool features. The first one I wanted to show you is airspace. So if you click on that button, you can select the country you want to know more about airspace. So for that example, I will go for Switzerland, France, and Germany. We will display all airspace classes, and then you just click on airspace. So Switzerland is already displayed and it's fetching Germany and France. It takes a bit more time because it's quite a lot of data. But here we have all those beautiful airspaces for those three countries. The other cool feature is you can show what we call an airspace profile. So basically you can draw a flight plan. For that you go on airspace profile and then you basically put your flight on the map. So let's say you start from Courtelary and then you go for a flight around the Lake Geneva. So you just draw it, and then from there you want to fly back to Courtelary. So here we have our flight plan. Then you click on Show Profile, and what will happen is at the bottom of the screen you will see all the airspaces you will have along your flight with the different altitude, and of course you can go through it by moving the pointer. So that's about airspace. The other cool features is that you can also plan your diverting airfield along your flight. So for that, let's make first the airspace a bit less visible. Then you click on the other button called diverting field, and same concept, you first draw your flight. Same, we go for around Geneva Lake, and then back to Courtelary, and then this time you click on the button Show Diverting Field. So what it will go for is basically show all the airfields which are around your flight, and also taking into consideration the parameter you put here. So here I said I want a glide ratio of 25. I'd like to keep an arrival of 200 meters above those fields, and then I'd like to keep at least 100 meters altitude above ground. And I decided here to show all airfield with a corridor of 40 kilometers around my plan. So that's why you have those green dots now showing on the map. And then you can click on it. Of course, you will still have the information about airspace if they are loaded, but then you can move the pointer around the flight plan, and you can see it will highlight the fourth airfield which are the closest to the pointer. Here I choose distance from pointer as parameter, but you can also sort out those airfield by flight order or required altitude, and then you will see your opportunity and solution around the flight. One cool thing about that tool is that basically you can also have a reminder once you will be in the air. I personally think it's sometimes difficult to remind all the opportunity once we are flying. So the idea would be that here you can create a PDF that you can either take with you offline or you can print and have with you in your cockpit to basically keep in mind what are the diverting airfield possibility you have. So for this, again, you start at the beginning from Courtelary, and then you decide which airfield you want to have in your list. So we will see, of course, Courtelary. Then we will have Neuchâtel for that example. Then if we go down here, we will have Motier becoming available, so we can pick Motier, and then we will have Yverdon. And if we continue our flight down there, we will have Montrichy as an option, La Côte, and then just going around quickly here, we will have Bellegarde, for instance, and then up here we will have Annemasse, and then potentially once we are back in Switzerland, again we will have B, potentially also Greer as an option. Just picking a few examples, it's up to you to decide how many you want to have on your list. Then you can give a name to that route, say Tour du Lac, and then you click on Save PDF. And what it will do, it will create a PDF that you can, as I say, print or keep with you. So the PDF will have 2 pages. The first one, it shows a very high and simplified view of your flight plan and the airfield you selected in your list around that flight plan. And also on page 2, for each of those selected airfield, you will have more details like the elevation, the runway, the dimension of those airfield, and obviously the frequency. So that's about planning your diverting option. The last option I wanted to show you is, now let's say you did that flight and you want to see if you stay clean from an airspace standpoint. So you can upload your IGC. Here we are, and again I will make the airspace a bit more visible here, and then you click on this cool feature called check airspace. And as you can see, it will highlight potential challenges. So for the first one, we can see, I'm zooming again, it's above Jura. It seems I was in some TMA. So if I click on that one, it will highlight all the potential issue I have. But the good news is that the glider sector were active. So you can see I can confirm that. And then once it's confirmed, then basically there is this part of the track is clean now. Second glider as well, the Brassus was active, so again I can clean it. And same story for the Saint-Claude area, I can say it was active, and then you can see my flight on that airspace is clean. Now another example is with Geneva. So for instance, you can see that I was flying in the TMA of Geneva, but the good news is I was in contact with the air controller and I get the clearance to fly within that TMA. So basically I can confirm that here by clicking on that button. Same story with Lyon. Before that, I was in contact with Lyon, and they also give me a clearance, so I can confirm that in the flight. The next one, it's about the Mont Blanc area. On that one, it's not active at that period of the year, so I was able to fly in, so I can confirm that. And same story for the Grand Villard area, which was not active, so I can clean it. And as you can see now, my flight is all clear, so all good to declare that flight. One thing which is important to know is that when you upload an IGC, nothing is sent to any server or database. Everything is managed in your browser, so all the data stays under control on your side. Hope you enjoyed the demo. Again, this tool is free. I will put the link in the comment. If you like it, feel free to share as much as you want. I wish you an excellent day and have great flights.